you have, like, for example, like myself, I say like Steve, dudes that rock with me on a Real Game No Theory show and all that other stuff, is that we talk about masculinity and manhood, and that's the first thing when it comes to game, right? But on the other side, I know, like with pickup artists, it's more so centered around the woman. So for example, you might have somebody like me where I'll talk to a woman and I'm looking to see if she's going to go along with my program. And if she is, then I give her more time. If she's not, then I'm not. Whereas you might have a pickup artist that says, well, I'm going to try to figure out how to get her, period. You see what I'm saying? The disconnect really is the outlook on what's happening and what we're doing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's such friction, because you got to understand is that the only similarity, I would say, in a sense, is trying to get men to, figure out what they want and go after that. Like, you understand? I can see it from that aspect. But other than that, it's the way of going about it, which is different, which is where's the difficult part about it. You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying though. So like when I hear you say, if a woman's giving me nothing, why am I wasting my time?
Right.
I get that. Like I get that that makes sense as in, look, I'm a man, my time is valuable. I'm not
Right.
nothing. If you are not giving me what I need, then why am I talking to you? I'll move on to someone else.
Mhm.
But then I also hear them say, well, all right, but part of a man means like overcoming obstacles or things like this. So, for instance, backing away from a quote unquote obstacle at the first sight of it, how manly is that? Sometimes it might take a woman a while to realize that she's attracted to you,
Mhm.
which you
Right,
would
but
then say, I've heard you say that that's not real attraction.
yeah, that's BS. So what? Well, let's talk about the obstacle thing. So the obstacle part, right? See, the only obstacles that you need to get over or to go through are your own obstacles as a man trying to figure yourself out and getting over your fears. So, like, for example, a man might say, I have this fear of approaching women, right? So then that's an obstacle. To go through that obstacle and actually approach women and get over that fear, once he's got over the fear by approaching women, then he's, went through the obstacle. The problem is that a woman giving you resistance is not an obstacle to get through, because the resistance within itself, right, by you trying to make things happen, that's not necessarily an obstacle, because all you're doing is you're co-signing a woman's response to how she sees you and how she views you in a situation. So resistance means I don't think you're interesting or attractive, right? So if I say to a woman, if I say, damn, you know what, this girl's giving me resistance, let me try more. What I'm doing is I'm agreeing with her that I'm not attractive, interesting, or worth talking to, which is why I'm continuing to deal with her after she's told me that. So that's what resistance is saying. So a lot of times, and again, this is where friction comes in. It's not an obstacle where the woman is giving you pushback. The woman's giving you pushback because she don't like you.
I fully understand your outlook. I understand, I get it. And but this isn't really what I actually wanted to do. I mean, I understand your outlook. I I see how you see things the way that you do. I actually am more aligned with you than you think as well. Like I'm more aligned with you and your outlook than most people that you've spoken to in Game Global. I hear the things you speak and I go, yeah, this guy's actually making a lot of sense. What I want to say is this. Today, I basically want to get to know you. Meaning, how the hell did you become who you are right now? Where did that start from? Do you have some kind of super villain, superhero origin story where some girl broke your heart and ripped you to pieces and you're like, never again, things must change? How did it grow? And also, how would you describe your ethos and what you teach anyway? So, like, forgetting the dispute, if I'm some random man and I've never heard you whatsoever, how would you describe what you teach men and how that works?
Yeah, so basically, so I've been doing this for damn near 2 decades, so about 18 years, and I've been coaching men and women, mostly men, the coaching men and women to figure out exactly what they want out of their dating lives, right? And so what I teach is I teach game, and so a lot of people have a lot of different definitions of what they think game is, but basically, simply, game is a skill or strategy to get what you want out of this life on your terms. Because if it's not on your terms, then it's not really about you. It's about some other thing. You know what I'm saying? And so what I teach guys is I teach guys to get to attract women on their terms. So if a guy wants a hot girl, awesome. Get the hottest girl that you can attract on your terms. If you want to get married on your terms. So basically everything has to be on your terms. And so what that means is that fully being real and authentic about what you want and not wavering off of that goal. So if I say to a woman, hey, let's go out to get drinks because I want to get drinks. And she says, well, I don't really like to do drinks. Can we do dinner instead? The answer is no. because I actually want to I don't care about dinner. Her saying, let's go get dinner instead of drinks, I'm not doing that because I'm putting myself over the woman at all times. So meaning that I don't care how hot she is, I'm not going to bend ever for her, period.